Friday, February 17, 2023. The Ukrainians say they will launch a significant offensive next spring to recapture the territories they lost to the Russians in recent months. So why not liberate the Crimean peninsula itself? Russia still does not make its intentions known, but everything points to a big simultaneous attack by Russia and Belarus. But let's observe what is happening today on the battlefield and as many scenarios as we can and read in the Western media. Western media report that sending thousands of untrained men to fight against battle-hardened Ukrainian troops could lead them to a massacre. With hundreds of thousands of Russian reservists expected to join the big spring offensive, this emerging trend could pose a significant threat to the Kremlin, he wrote in his column in February 2023, as reported. Dickinson said Russia's experience in 1917 reminded them of the unintended consequences that can follow when a wartime army stops taking orders. He said, one of the main reasons behind the recent sharp increase in casualties is Russia's increasing reliance on mobilized personnel, with limited military training. He said that many Russian reservists appear to be less than enthused about their new role as the shock troops of Putin's faltering invasion. Western countries show the public reading the newspapers or on television that Russia is an ordinary country with an economy like Spain. A dictatorship, where its people are ready to revolt and overthrow the only president they have known for the last 20 years. They still believe Russia's economy is based only on oil and natural gas exports. To remind those who do not know the history, and of course, not everyone knows history, that Russia was an empire even when no oil or natural gas had been found. And let me add that never in its history has Russia had a democracy as the Western states understand it today. It has always had an emperor who was, and remains, the guarantor of Russia's cohesion, security, and integrity. Russia uses this doctrine that was used by the ancient army of Sparta, that is, of trying to hide information from the enemy and constantly mislead him until he decides to strike at a time and place of his choosing. War is not a race of 100 meters of speed but a painful and challenging marathon. Only one winner always reaches the finish line, the one who had strength and faith and could and endured.
The article continues.
Dickinson said, Putin is now desperate to prove his invasion is back on track and has reportedly amassed huge reserves for a new push to crush Ukraine's defenses. This Western tactic is a tried and tested Russian but carries significant risks. Sending thousands of untrained men to fight against battle-hardened and highly motivated Ukrainian troops could lead them to a massacre of sorts, the expert said.
Ultimately, the only expert is time, and the undertaker.